Hi, everybody. Welcome again to Ivy English. I'm Bruce.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
We have an article for you today with a few questions to help you better understand the content. Our article is called A Festive Time of Light.
好，我们的中文标题是元宵佳节知多少。那标题里面的 festive 就是欢庆的、欢乐的、节庆的，所以 a festive time 就是一个欢庆的时刻 of light， 就是光，跟光有关，因为元宵节有灯笼。
Well, if you know the word festival, you can figure out festive, and certainly the time of light here. Well, I'll read through it first, and then we'll go back and review each and every sentence so you can get the main ideas and some of the particular vocabulary. Occurring on the 15th day of the initial month of the Lunar New Year, when the first full moon appears, the Lantern Festival is a festive time that continues the good cheer and celebration sparked by Chinese New Year. It also simultaneously marks the end of that annual event. It's a time when lanterns and other colorful lights and decorations adorn stores, businesses, and streets in Chinese communities around the globe. Aside from honoring ancestors, the festival is also meant to foster peace, forgiveness, and harmony. Lantern displays are the center of attention during the Lantern Festival in Taiwan. Parks across the island are often decorated with many lanterns, depicting everything from the Chinese zodiac animal of the year to traditional Chinese folk stories. In addition, there are other stimulating activities, including lion and dragon dances, fireworks displays, and various parades. School children make small lanterns at schools as well. There are also traditional foods associated with the Lantern Festival, such as tangyuan and dumplings. With tangyuan's round shape, the treats symbolize the completeness and unity of the family. It is believed that the origin of the Lantern Festival can be traced back to the Han Dynasty, 206 BCE to 220 CE, and is linked to a ritual that was performed by Buddhist monks, which involved lighting lanterns to honor Buddha. There are also some colorful legends related to how the festival came about. One tells the story of the Jade Emperor becoming enraged at some townspeople who killed his beloved crane. His plan to burn the town to the ground was foiled by his daughter, who advised the people to light numerous lanterns in the town to trick the emperor into believing it had previously been set ablaze. Whatever the true roots of this joyous occasion, the Lantern Festival is enjoyed in cities such as Taipei, which will host the 2023 Taiwan Lantern Festival. According to local officials, the upcoming lantern show will focus on creativity and fashion.
So, occurring on the 15th day of the initial month of the Lunar New Year, that whole thing is just a descriptive phrase it's just prelude to the subject. And then we have another phrase, when the first full moon appears, and these things are still just like pre the subject. Now we have the subject. The Lantern Festival is a festive time that continues the good cheer and celebration sparked by Chinese New Year. Basically, we've managed to smush three sentences into one sentence by making the first two sentences clauses that go in front of the subject. So this is good writing because it's interesting. It's much more interesting than going, the Lantern Festival is a festival time. The Lantern Festival occurs on the 15th day of the month. The Lantern Festival happens when the first full moon appears. You see, it's a much more interesting sentence. And we learned a lot.
OK, 好，所以这个句子一开始呢是一个分词构句，一个分词片语。Occurring 就是如果我们讲 节日的话，就说这个节日是在哪一天发生，也就是这个节日是在哪一天。所以呢，是在哪一天呢？在这个第15天 the initial month. Initial 就是一开始的， first occurring at the beginning 的意思。 month 就是一开始的那个月，在农历新年一开始的那个月，也就是正月啦的第15天。然后接下来呢，又一个同位语，它是修饰第15天。 when 就是指第15天，这一天呢是 the first full moon， 第一个每一个农历年的过完农历新年之后第一个满月 appears 出现的时候。那这两个都是用来修饰主要子句的，所以主要子句现在出来的就是元宵节 the Lantern Festival， 它是一个 festive time， 是一个欢庆的节庆的时节。 that continues 它延续了 the good cheer 就是欢乐， cheer 就是 happiness good spirits joy 等等的，还有 celebration 还有庆祝。那这个 cheer and celebration 是怎么样？是 sparked by Chinese New Year。 sparked 就是引起 activate to set in motion 的意思。 spark 它也可以是 kindle 点燃的意思 Kindle， 所以它是由什么所点燃的呢？由什么所开始的呢？由这个农历新年所以换句话说，是农历新年所带来的这个 cheer and celebration。 元宵节呢，它就 continues， 它就持续这个农历新年所带来的这个 cheer and celebration。
It also simultaneously marks the end of that annual event. Now, Lantern Festival is the main idea or the subject of that long first sentence, and now we can refer to it with the pronoun it. So the Lantern Festival also does something else. Simultaneously, that means at the same time. Two things happen at the same time. The Lantern Festival is a festive time, and so on and so on. It also marks the end of that annual event. If you mark the end of something, it's like formally declaring this is it. This is the end of that annual event, the annual once a year, every year, an annual event is the Lantern Festival. So that is held at the end of the Chinese New Year celebration period.
好，所以 it also 就是指这个 it 就是指元宵节，它 simultaneously 就是 at the same time 同时 happening or done at the same time 的意思。事实上这个 simul 其实它的字根就是 same 的意思，有没有觉得声音很像？ simul 跟 same 声音很像。那 tame 就是 time， 所以 simultaneously 它的字根就是 same time 的意思。好，所以它同时也 marks the end of 标志着什么的结束呢？标志着 that annual event， annual 一年一度的 event 活动，一年一度的活动在这里指的就是农历新年，所以元宵节也标志着农历新年庆祝的结束。
It's a time when lanterns and other colorful lights and decorations adorn or decorate stores, businesses, and streets in Chinese communities around the globe.
It's a time when 就是这是一个时间，在这个时候，也就是指元宵节这个时候 when 会发生什么事呢？会 lanterns 灯笼，还有其他的 colorful lights 五颜六色 colorful 的 lights 灯光，还有 decorations 就是装饰品，他们会 adorn 就是 decorate 就是装饰的意思，他们会装饰 stores 商店， businesses 公司，还有 streets 还有街道。那这些都是在怎么样？在 Chinese communities around the globe。Around the globe 全世界的华人的 communities 都会过这个元宵节，都会看到很多商店啊等等的都会有这个装饰品，有五颜六色的灯光等等的。
Yeah, we often refer to Chinese communities in foreign countries outside of the native China as Chinatowns.
Mm-hmm.
And they were pretty much the first ethnic group to have such a thing named after them.Koreatown is now possible. We never said Italian town, but there were certainly Italian-American communities. People tend to hang out together, especially if they come to the U.S. or to European countries speaking the same language.
We do have Little Italy in New York.
Oh, there you go, Little Italy instead of Italian town anyway. All right, let's finish this first paragraph. Aside from honoring ancestors, the festival is also meant to foster peace, forgiveness, and harmony. So one reason, an important reason for holding the Chinese New Year is to honor ancestors, those who came before us. And the festival, the Lantern Festival, is also meant to foster. To foster is to raise or to encourage peace, forgiveness, and harmony. Forgiveness is to excuse people for bad things they may have done to you, to understand them and to tell them, I don't like what you did, but I accept that this is over, and maybe now we can be friends. And harmony is getting well to being and getting well together.
Aside from 就是除了 besides 除了 honoring 就是尊敬或者尊崇你的祖先 ancestors 除了是敬拜祖先之外呢元宵节呢 is also meant to 就它有另外一个目的是什么它目的也是在 foster 就是促进或者培养促进的话就是 promote 培养的话你可以说 nurture N-U-R-T-U-R-E 它促进或者培养促进 peace 和平 forgiveness 宽恕还有 harmony和谐
Lantern displays are the center of attention during the Lantern Festival in Taiwan. It's one of the coolest bits.
Yeah, lantern displays 就是花灯展示 display 就是展示是 the center of attention 关注的焦点在这个元宵节期间在台湾 in Taiwan 花灯展示是大家关注的焦点
Parks across the island are often decorated with many lanterns depicting everything from the Chinese zodiac animal of the year to traditional Chinese folk stories. So the Lantern Festival, remember festival, a festive time of light, there are displays. There groups of lanterns are put on display. They are shown to the public in parks, schools, stores, almost everywhere you can imagine in Taiwan.
好，所以 parks 公园 across the island 全岛的公园 are often 常常都怎么样呢 are decorated with 就是以什么什么来装饰全岛的公园常常被装饰以什么东西呢被装饰以 many lanterns 很多的灯笼那这些灯笼是什么样的灯笼呢后面有一个分词片语来修饰它很多灯笼这些灯笼是 depicting 就是描述描绘描述 everything from我们看到 everything from 一定是 from A to B 所以 everything from A to B 就是从 A 到 B 这个范围里面所有的各式各样的东西都有包含在内这些灯笼呢它描述的是从怎么样从 the Chinese zodiac animal 就是中国的生肖动物 of the year 就是当年的好所以当年的生肖动物例如说你是马年啊猴年啊等等的所以它所描绘的呢从这个当年的生肖动物一直到什么呢一直到传统的 traditional 中国的 folk stories 民间故事都有所以这个花灯展示呢跟当年的生肖动物当然会有那也会展示一些跟传统中国民间故事有关的一些花灯
In addition, there are other stimulating activities. If something is stimulating, you find it exciting and interesting, including lion and dragon dances, which are very cool, fireworks displays, and various parades.
好，那 in addition 此外呢还有 other 其他的 stimulating 就是 exciting 就是刺激啊有趣的一些 activities 一些活动 including 包括这个 lion and dragon dances 就是舞狮舞龙 Can you say dragon and lion dances?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
okay.
two different kinds of dances.
Yeah, okay. I'm just curious. 因为中文通常都讲舞龙舞狮 dragon first.
Oh, well, it's a more important animal. So.
Yeah, 但是英文所以换作英文你也可以讲 dragon and lion dances.
I think it's because we tend to see lion dances more frequently than dragon dances. So the author probably thought that lion dances were more important.
Also, dragon, unlike in Chinese culture, in the West is a negative.
Oh, okay.
But a lion is
very
positive.
powerful and strong. So that's another possible explanation.
所以很有趣哈。这个在这里就当然你 dragon 放前面也可以，可是 lion and dragon dances 好像比较合他们的习惯，因为Angela 是说这个他们比较常看到的是舞狮。好，那这个 Bruce 老师提供另外一个原因哈，因为 dragon 在西方文化里面呢，不一定是好的，通常都是坏的，但中国的当然龙是好的。好，所以 anyway 舞龙舞狮你可以说 lion and dragon dances。 那另外还有 fireworks displays 就是烟火秀，那还有 various 各种的 parades 游行。
School children make small lanterns at schools as well. So from childhood in school and probably at home at some time as well, almost every Chinese child becomes familiar with lanterns.
然后呢，同时 school children 就是学童，他们会 make 制作 small lanterns 小的灯笼 at schools 就在各个的学校 as well， 所以他们也会在学校做小灯笼。
And I remember when LED lights first became a thing and people started doing LED light lanterns, I was like, that is the coolest thing ever. You can just, turn a switch and your lantern lights up, but you can still hang it like it was like an old paper lantern with a flame in it.
Yeah, 那后来当然现在这个灯笼很少是真正点蜡烛了哈，我小时候还是点蜡烛的。
Oh, yeah.
但是现在有那个 LED 灯啊，灯笼可以变得很漂亮，而且更安全。
Yeah. So there are also traditional food.Such as the ones here are tangyuan and dumplings. Tangyuan is one of the first words I learned to say in Chinese, actually, before I even came here.
Oh.
I loved it so much.
Yeah. 所以也有怎么样 traditional foods 传统食物 associated with the Lantern Festival. 也有一些传统食物是 associated with 就是和什么有关，和什么联想在一起。所以也有一些传统食物是跟元宵节有关的，例如什么汤圆，还有 dumplings 饺子。
With Tangyuan's round shape, the treats symbolize the completeness and unity of the family. So people think of these little balls, round, Tangyuan. They are round and that shows unity, it shows togetherness.
好，然后呢 with 汤圆它的 round shape 它的圆形圆圆的，这一切都很这个圆满。那 the treats 就是美食 symbolize 象征着The completeness 就是完整，还有 unity 团结 of the family 它象征的这个家庭的完整跟团结，它当然也有圆满的意思。
So it is believed that the origin of the Lantern Festival, where it first came from, can be traced back to the Han Dynasty, which is 206 BCE to 220 CE, and is linked to a ritual. A ritual is a performance kind of for the gods that was performed by Buddhist monks, which involved lighting lanterns to honor Buddha. Oh, wow, that's so cool.
好，所以呢我们可以看到他说 it is believed that 就是大家都相信 the origin of 就是起源，元宵节的起源呢 can be traced back to 可以追溯到汉朝的时候 the Han Dynasty 或者 Dynasty。 那它是汉朝呢是西元前206年到西元220年，然后呢 is linked to 就是它被连结到，也就是和什么有关呢？和一个 ritual 一个仪式有关。那这个仪式是怎么样？ That was performed by Buddhist monks， 它是由这个佛教的僧侣所举行所执行的一个仪式。那这个仪式是怎么样？ Which 就是指这个仪式呢 involved它里面包括什么呢？包括 lighting 就是点燃，这个 lighting 在这里是动词动名词。这个仪式包括点燃灯笼，目的是要 honor 要纪念 Buddha 佛或者向佛致敬。所以这个有人讲这个元宵节最早可能跟一个敬拜佛这样的一个仪式有关。
There are also some colorful legends related to how the festival came about.Where does Lantern Festival come from? Why is it practiced? What is the origin story? What was the beginning of this? And people don't know, so they make up stories or legends which are very interesting and may have some truth to them, but we'll never really know.
好，那所以也有一些 colorful， 其实在这里其实 interesting 很有趣的，很有色彩，很有趣的一些 legends 就是传说。那这些传说是怎么样 ？That are related to 它和什么有关呢？和这个 how the festival came about 和庆典如何开始有关系。Come about 就是 happen 或者 take place 或者是 come to pass 就是开始出现有关系。
So one of these colorful legends tells the story of the Jade Emperor, Becoming enraged, he became really angry at some townspeople who killed his beloved crane, a crane that he loved very much.
OK, 那 one 就是 one legend， 有一个传说 tells the story of， 就说的是什么什么的故事。各位可以把它整个背起来。某个东西 tells the story of， 他说的是什么故事？他说的这个故事，什么故事呢？ The Jade Emperor 就是玉皇大帝 becoming， 他变得非常的，因为这个地方这个 The Jade Emperor 是 of 的受词，所以 becoming 必须要变成分词来修饰这个玉皇大帝，所以玉皇大帝变得非常 enraged， 就是震怒 infuriated I-N-F-U-R-I-A-T-E-D， 所以他震怒 at 对于什么事情震怒呢？对于谁震怒呢？对于一些 townspeople， 就是这个镇民或者市民，那他们怎么样 killed， 他杀害了他的 beloved crane， 他心爱的那只鹤。那各位注意 beloved 在这里是形容词，所以要念成 beloved 啊，那个 ed 是有母音在里面的。
His plan, the Jade Emperor's plan, to burn the town to the ground. Remember, it was townspeople who, for whatever reason, killed his pet, his favorite, his beloved crane. He was so angry, well, I'll show them. I'll burn the town to the ground. However, his idea or his plan was foiled by his own daughter. If you foil, you spoil the plan. You make it so that the plan cannot be successful.
Because she kind of realized that this was an out-of-proportion reaction. Like, yes, you really loved the crane, but this is everybody's livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, who advised the people, the daughter advised the people, the townspeople, to light numerous lanterns in the town. Why? To trick the emperor, to fool the emperor, to make him believe something that wasn't true, that the town had previously been set ablaze. If you have hundreds and hundreds of these lanterns from a distance, from the castle on the mountain looking down on the town, it might appear as though the town was already burning.
好，所以 his plan 他的计划是要干嘛？ His plan to burn the town to the ground.Burn the town to the ground 就是把 town 烧成平地。他这样的一个计划呢 was foiled， 那各位可以记起来，一个人的 plan was foiled， 被阻挠。那所以 foil 这个字另外一个很好的同义字是 thwart， T-H-W-A-R-T 就阻挠。所以他的计划被破坏了，被 spoiled， 被阻挠。是谁阻挠呢？他的女儿，好，玉皇大帝的女儿。那 who 就是指他的女儿呢 advised， 他给他们出主意，他劝 the people 就是 the townspeople 这个镇民呢干嘛呢 to 他们要 light 是点燃，在这是动词，叫他们点燃 numerous lanterns 无数的灯笼 in the town 在镇上来 trick the emperor into believing， 所以 trick somebody into doing something 就是诈骗诱骗某人做某件事情，所以在这里就是诱骗这个玉皇大帝 believing 让他相信说 it 就是指的 town 这个镇 had previously been 早先已经被 set ablaze 就是被放火烧 ablaze 就是 being on fire， 所以玉皇大帝在大概眼睛不好从天上看好多好多灯笼，他就以为说这个地方已经烧过了。
Whatever the true roots of this joyous occasion, if something is joyous, it's full of joy or very happy. So whatever the real story is about how this festival came about, the Lantern Festival is enjoyed as cities such as Taipei, which will host the 2023 Taiwan Lantern Festival. You know, this Lantern Festival used to always be in Taipei, but now it goes all over the majors. It goes all around to all the major cities. And so this year, it's back in Taipei. Yay!
所以 whatever 不管 the true roots of 就是真正的根或者起源 of this joyous 就是 joyful 欢乐的 occasion 就是一个时机一个时刻，所以这个欢乐的时刻也就是元宵节，不管它的真正的起源是什么，英文就是这样讲 whatever the true roots of this joyous occasion， 不管怎么说呢，元宵节呢 is enjoyed， 大家都很享受这个节日，在哪里呢？In cities 在一些都市，例如说台北呢 which 就指台北，它会 host 主辦這個2023年的台灣燈會。
According to local officials, and here we're referring to people who work in Taipei City's government, the upcoming soon to happen. The Lantern Festival is just a few days away from now, so it's upcoming. This lantern show will focus on creativity, people freeing their minds to imagine things and create new things, and fashion. I'm not quite sure what they mean. Are the lanterns fashion, or will they encourage people to dress in creative ways? We don't know, but we'll soon find out.
好，所以根据 local officials 就是当地的官员，也就是台北市的官员的说法呢， the upcoming 就是即将到来的这个 lantern show 这个花灯秀呢，它会 focus on 它会以什么为焦点呢？以创意 creativity 还有 fashion 时尚为焦点。
Okay, I told you we have a few questions for you. The first one is, according to the passage, according to the reading, who of the following people is not celebrating the Lantern Festival?
根据本文的说法，下列哪一个人不是在庆祝元宵节呢？
Well, the answer is C. Kelly is worshiping the Jade Emperor to increase her fortune.
答案是 C. Kelly 他正在祭祀玉皇大帝来增加他的财富。这个拜错人了，玉皇大帝不管钱的。
And number 2, according to legend, why did the Jade Emperor decide against burning down the town?
那根据传说，为什么玉皇大帝决定不烧那个镇了呢？
Because of his clever daughter, he, B, mistakenly believed the town was already on fire.
答案是 B. 他误以为小镇已经起火了。
Number 3, according to the passage, which of the following pictures is an activity of the Lantern Festival?
那根据本文，以下哪张图片是元宵节的活动呢？
Well, that would be D. Here we have lion and dragon dances.
好，答案应该是 D， 这里有舞龙舞狮啊等等的。
And number 4, which of the following is true about the Lantern Festival?
关于元宵节，以下哪项是正确的？
The answer is C. It marks the final day of the Chinese New Year celebration.
答案是 C， 它标志着农历新年庆祝的最后一天。
Well, that's it for today's lesson. Until the next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.